and gentlemen, those otherwise in crime. My name is Lady2, and welcome to this Pokemon White 2 Nuzlocke. Last time we began our journey picking our starter, Sneck the Snivy, before getting Jax on Route 19 for Pearline. We missed the Patrat encounter on Route 20, thanks to Jax knocking out the Patrat with a critical hit, but we're able to pick up Lily the Lillipup in the Flockacy Ranch, where remnants of Team Plasma still seem to remain. However, Older sent us here, or back to Aspertia, as the gym is now opened up, where a familiar face is the gym leader, Cheren. Now, we've already beaten one of the trainers here. We'll go on and take on the other. It is now winter, because we've now progressed into April.
Now I'll show you all the things I've learned from Cheren.
We'll get through this battle, then we'll head back to the ranch for a little bit of training. Probably get everyone up at least another level. Okay, that's nice to have. We'll get one more growl out and then we'll switch, I think. Hopefully the Lillipup uses another Leer. Yep, good. So it should tackle next turn, which will go straight into Sneck. I think I've ended up deciding that the Verbank complex will be. I think that's how you read them. The Verbank complex will be two encounters, because there is a bit of a difference between the two. Between the inside and the outside. We'll see how far we get. Because what I don't want to be doing is I don't want to. Let's see. What was I going to say? I don't want to get beyond Castelia. Like, if we get a third gym badge, yeah, fantastic. Trout, we'll get a Lily. And if we need to, we'll switch and Snack. But yeah, I don't want to go beyond the third gym this stream, just because I haven't gotten all the sprites set up yet for it. Like, I've got just about all the universe sprites, it's just the other gen sprites that I need to pluck from somewhere. This Patrat has Bide. Which is why I thought, let's hit a couple of these first. Rover. hope they don't crit. Please don't crit. Thank you. Like, that would have been a problem. Looking out for Lily.
I know what you truly become. You only gotta test it out for yourself.
You indeed.
Okay, you're pretty good, but can you beat Cheren?
Hopefully I can. We'll go back and heal. But we won't take on Cheren just yet. All his Pokemon are higher levels than mine. His Patrat is a level 11 and his Lillipup is a level 13. Ideally, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get Sneck to level 12 at a minimum. Jax and Lillipup, and Lily to 11. It would be useful if we had the Shaking Grass, but we don't get access to that until after we defeat Cheren. What I might actually do is we'll move Sneck top, because Sneck's close to leveling up anyway. So even if Sneck runs into an encounter, should be okay. Be interesting if it's still winter when we get to Twist Mountain. Actually, the Castilia sewers will be interesting. Because they'll have frozen over somewhat, if I recall correctly. Obviously, we haven't quite gotten the encounters we wanted. Well, I wanted, rather. Obviously, for the Verbank Complex, considering we're going to encounters, I would prefer a Magnemite outside and a Growlithe inside. I'll take anything but a Patrat outside, and hopefully not a Patrat inside. But the Magnemite and Growlithe are my main two preferences. Magnemite makes the second gym extremely easy. Okay. Part of me would have thought those would have actually snowed up, but okay. I guess not. Oh yeah. This guy's got a Riolu. I will handle that when we get there. Let's switch Jax back top. Imagine if we come across freaking shiny now. Go assist. That's actually not bad getting tackle out of that. I think Scratch is still 39 power. Sorry, 39, 35. Okay, we'll be fine. Okay. I know a certain amount of this grinding stuff is why a lot of PokeTubers advocate for using, like, hacking in rare candies and using those to grind up to levels, but part of me still prefers doing it the old-fashioned way. Partly because, from a Nuzlocke perspective, if you're running with a shiny clause, why wouldn't you want to be getting encounters? Any chance that you could get a shiny is worth looking into, is it not? Maybe that's just me. But yeah, we'll get Jackson 11 first, then we'll get Snack up, and then we'll do Lily. Because you can still run into a Pidove here, which is why I want something. We'll assist, we'll see if we can pull out a Vine Whip. No, just a bit. I mean, it's still not awful. Don't know why this battle's particularly slowed things down. Doesn't like the side up model, maybe? I guess side up causing streaming program. Yeah, side up causing the streaming program issues is probably half of the course. Well, not half of the course, but makes sense. I don't know. This is probably a move I'll end up dropping, right? Damage. Even a high roll crit will be sorted for. Moves just Purloin Jet. I know Purloin evolves at level 20. Let's break out the Pokédex. The Pokédex app I've got. Get few swipes at 12. Pursuit at 15 is alright. Pursuit at least gives it stab. I just don't know if I'd grab Fury swipes. Okay, 46 damage. I haven't yet checked what the IVs are on the Pokemon. Well, except for Snivy. Snivy's around 15 IV HP. That is all I know. But middle of the pack HP is not so. I mean, it's at the very least it's not 1. Which I think there was some of the ones I picked up in white actually were at that stage. I would have thought those paths would have been open during winter, but apparently not. Like I thought they'd at least fill up with snow. Like fine empty in summer and spring, but oh well. It will make Icarus City interesting if we get there during winter though. I somewhat doubt that, but we'll see. So I am one of those people that likes to take these things slower. Pardon me. Unless there was talk about maybe going out for dinner, so unless that happens and we're going to do that early, I should be able to get about a 2.5 hour stream in, minimum. For that without challenge again. If we come across a Riolu, I'm running. I will say that up front. Hello, hello. The reason is it's got counter, and I've got nothing that can counter. Like, Rat might be the best option. And even then, that's difficult. There's a bit of. But the only wild Pokemon we haven't seen here is Marie. No point in using Growl. It might have Quick Attack, but that's the only thing. Actually, I think he gets Quick Attack a little later. Okay. So we use that's a weird use assist, or we switch through. We'll just keep scratching. Yeah, you just going all out. Okay. In theory, it should still survive this scratch unless we crit. Okay, we must have rolled high. I need to remember I've actually done that and set that there. No item picked up just yet. Soda. That other Psyduck didn't have Cloud9, so it would have had Damp. I think Damp's the other ability Psyduck can have. Takes full Water Sport. Hey! I'm getting good at reading these now, aren't I? you're wondering if I'm going to do any sort of like ROM hacks or that sort of thing, I'll probably get around to it. In a hushed tone, I do have uranium. So that's always an option. Also, like, what is it, Blaze Black and Blaze White and that. Are always going to be different titled options as well. How much will Scratch do here? Tackle bite, please. I'll tackle you. For now, that should be fine as long as it doesn't low roll. Done and done. Over to Jax. We don't get the dowsing machine until Castelia. It's only the experience share, actually. And this is a slight shame for us not having one of the friendship Pokemon, because this is a very good place to get friendship. Well, so something I wasn't aware of until recently was that the Pokemon gain more friendship in their area of encounter. So that Azurill and Lucario you can get here that both evolve through friendship, so Riolu, not Lucario, but they both evolve through friendship. Well, they'll gain extra friendship if you're running around with them here in the Flockasee Ranch. Level to sec. It's every time you would gain every time your Pokemon would gain friendship, if they're in the place that you encountered them, they will gain an additional +1. Then I think the Soothe Bell multiplier kicks in, but I'm not quite sure on that front. Certainly, if I'd gotten Azurill, I'd have made sure to focus on getting its friendship up before it got to level 9. Because its moveset starts to deviate between Azurill and Marill at level 10. For Azurill it picks up Charm, for Marill it picks up Rollout and Defense Curl. Shouldn't have used Vine Whip there, but okay. Would be the lower level. Don't worry, I know this can be tedious, that's why I'm trying to get it out of the way now. Yes, the slight issue with me getting, if I do get the Pokemon that I want to get in Verbank, is that... Hello, Mimic. I don't particularly have a Pokemon in the team that's actually good with dealing with them. Certainly not with dealing with Magnemite. My best bet on that front's still Snack. At the very least for Magnemite, I've got... Well, the advantage with Growlithe is Growlithe should not have a Fire-type move. Oh, that's going to make us go to heal. And Growlithe would come under the Roar. Growlithe comes under the Roar contingency. Claws, rather, I should say. There we go. How close are you, Snack? Let's try to speed things up a little if we can. Oh, doesn't seem to be speeding up. Despite removing restriction. Probably because the valve got the encoder had to be set up. Very good, sir. White Walker. There. Well, if nothing else, it is picking up to a bit more like normal speed. Somewhat. Here comes a stronger battle. Don't low roll this, please. Yay! And that at least sorts out a decent amount of Snake's HP that needs to be. And part of the reason why we kept Lily on standby. Oh. It should be fine with the tackle. Oh. Whack. Over the snack. Oh, that leaves should be one battle for Lily. Hopefully. Watch it be level 4 Lillipup. Well, it's a Lillipup. Level 5. But it is enough. Lily levels up. We're still just under the level cap. Sorry about that. We're still just under the level cap. Or is it's just under. Yeah, there's like a bit more to do. We'll do our, well, we'll do a heal here. I will at least avoid encounters, but I don't need to be doing encounters. good. Quickly save. Actually, I should have checked how many potions I've got. None of them. Plus the super potion. We should be okay. So we open to the Patrat, which I do want to open with Lily with. Lily should be able to handle the Patrat on her own. On one hand, his Patrat does not have Bide. On the other, it does have Work Up, and that's a problem. Just as this is your first gym challenge, this is my first Pokemon battle as a gym leader. Let's both do our best and have a battle we can be proud of. Let's go Bite next. Try and get the flinch. There we go. And we should be out of range for the potion. Oh, you dick. Fucking low roller. I would rather he uses up the potion on Patrat than on his Lillipup. Really? Fucking low rolled it twice. And now you quit. Jax opens. Should be able to outspeed it consistently. This is the problem. If I can get it to -3, we'll swap through the snake. Maybe. We may just go on the sand attack instead. If we are going to do this song and dance, I will outlast you. Interestingly, I don't think it's got lead. Still level. Whatever. Well, its special attack's maxed out. Fuck me, that was already 13 damage. Faster than Snake? I need to heal here. Bloody pop-up. I need to heal again. And now we should be fine. Even if it crits. Gym badge number 1. This is what a real Pokemon battle is like. That battle has made me feel really glad you were my first challenger as a gym leader. I give you this in honor of the strength you and your Pokemon showed. We have received the basic badge. Is oh, that was a good guess. The font size. Oh, for Pete's sake. There. that should not take as long as that did. Oh, we have received the basic badge from Cheren. Here is your first gym badge, the basic badge. This is an important milestone. With this badge, Pokemon up to level 20 will obey you, including trading Pokemon. And I want you to take this. Da 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 da! TM83 can teach your Pokemon the move Work Up. When you use Work Up while battling, it raises the user's attack and special attack. And by the way, TMs can be used as many times as you want. In the Unova region, there are 8 Pokemon gyms and 8 gym badges. If you're a trainer, you could collect all of them. That will make it easier to fill the pages of the Pokédex as well. Yes, 2 years ago, Pokédex in hand, I left on a journey with my friends. Well, that was a tightly fought battle. I hope you remember the wonderful moment in which you receive that badge forever. I've already forgotten what voice I used for. Not entirely a good thing.
Hey! How was it? How did your Pokemon battle with the gym leader go? Oh, if it isn't the basic badge! Wow, amazing! And you just set off on your journey with your Pokemon. You definitely have potential as a trainer, I'm sure of it. This is from me. It's the TM for the move return.
Not a bad TM to get... Well... I was going to say not a bad TM to get early, it's... You're better off having it later.
When a Pokemon knows return, the more it gets along with the trainer, the more powerful the move is. Still, that Cheren.
Bianca! It's been 2 years, hasn't it?
Oh, wow! What's up?
I thought it would be a good idea to register each other in the cross transceiver. Now you can communicate with me from your cross transceiver.
Me too. I registered Professor Juniper for you too.
Picked up. Hi there, Thor. I'm Professor Juniper. Bianca told me you accepted the Pokédex, and thank you so much. Thanks to you, we will all know more about Pokemon and be able to get along with them even better.
Hi, Professor Juniper. It's really interesting over here. There are so many Pokemon we couldn't prove were here 2 years ago.
Well, thank you for going so far on this errand, Bianca. And Cheren, how are you enjoying being a gym leader? And Professor Juniper, it's been a long time. I'm glad you're doing so well. The gym leader position is very tough, if I had my usual partners. Oh, Cheren. Having battles that come down to the wire will make you a gym leader who deepens the bonds between your challenges and their Pokemon, right? It'll be fine.
Oh, it'll be fine. Cheren's a new gym leader. I'm an assistant Pokemon professor, and Thor's a new trainer. But we always have Pokemon by our sides.
That's right, Bianca. Our world is a world where we live with Pokemon. Everyone, keep that in mind as you pursue your dreams with your Pokemon. Particularly you, Thor. The Pokédex may be important, but first, enjoy your journey with your Pokemon to your heart's content.
Hey Thor, isn't Professor Juniper cool? If you talk to her in the cross transceiver, she'll evaluate the completeness of your Pokédex or tell you a lot about how Pokemon evolve. And you can call us too, of course. I'll tell you how well you and your Pokemon are getting along, okay?
Bianca makes a good point. I'll tell you what I know about Pokemon abilities and Pokemon type matchups. Are you the gym leader? 1, 2, 3, let's battle. You look like a tough trainer. Understood. Please come to my Pokemon gym. What was that weak answer? I'm definitely gonna take you down.
Being a gym leader is even harder than I imagined. And the next thing is to make it so you can use the C-Gear. The C-Gear is a cool device for communications, such as infrared connection or Nintendo Wi-Fi connection.
You shall not turn it on.
If you want to turn on the C-Gear, touch the power symbol at the bottom right of the C-Gear screen. Then after turning on the power, if you touch the question mark icon in the bottom right corner of the C-Gear screen, you can read all about the C-Gear. Like, what are you going to do now? You know, there's another Pokemon gym in Burbank City, which is just past Flockacy Town.
Well, that does sound like an idea. You need to head back into here. Stop in. No, not you. On the road again, running over to Burbank City. Actually, I should mark that off on the tracker. Just a moment.
Hey! I'm sorry. I forgot to upgrade the Pokédex that I gave you. I'm going to add the habitat list. It's an amazing feature. I'm just going to borrow your Pokédex for a second.
Pokédex was upgraded.
With the habitat list, you can check which Pokemon are in the area. It's a mode in the Pokédex. To use it, open up the Pokédex and tap the habitat list button on the lower left of the touchscreen. Next, pick the area you want to see. You can see all the Pokemon that live in the area. It even tells you which ones you've already caught. Over tipsy. When you're walking down a path, you'll sometimes see rustling glass. If you go to that spot, well, I'll let the rest be a surprise. Filling up the Pokédex will make your book bigger. So go to many different places and meet many different Pokemon, okay? See ya!
What? Not that. Pokédex. This is the habitat list. Where all the Pokemon in that habitat have been encountered, you will receive a stamp. Explore all of them. We'll mark that so I can actually go back to it. You can at the very least keep, or help keep an eye on stuff for your time. Battling. Or at least keeping on what you can encounter. Switch Jax out for this battle. And actually what I should do, because I didn't do it, I don't believe I did it before. After that gym badge was safe.
Hey, that gleaming thing there is the basic badge. Don't get a swelled head. It's a rough world out there. Here, I'll show you.
The hiker's got a Violi. The Violi has quick attack, feint, foresight, and endure. So we can just growl it down. And switch out if we get what we need to. Actually, I wonder. Should hold up a bit better now, doing it this way. Because now they're both not on software. That's one more. After this. much more. Of course you would. You dick.
I'm so concerned just to think I could show you anything. Alright, MB. Venerable Pokemon like that, even a kid like you can hold your own against an adult. Yep.
But you had to get a late crit in just to try and throw things completely out the window, didn't you? Next one we come across has a Psyduck, and then there's a Lillipup. But certainly for the Psyduck, we throw Snack up top. Of course, we could run into an encounter before then. Okay, it must be down there then. Oh no, it was that small bit there. Of course it was.
I'm the strongest trainer in Fairbank City's poison.
Sure you are. But can you hold your own against this? Level to Snack. If that did not show up for a bit, do I want growth? Yes, I want growth. I'll take growth over that. Interesting, so that also doesn't load. Gotta be careful about that.
I know. I go home taking note. Mom always says I need to get lots of sleep if I want to be a big kid.
I always have.
Oh, wait.
Come with me, you two. See the dark tall grass here? It's rare, but sometimes two Pokemon pop out at the same time. Also, the Pokemon that hide in dark grass are slightly stronger, so be careful if you walk through. If you're gonna challenge the next gym, it's the Fairbank gym. These might help. Petcha berries. Here's some for you, Q. Both of you, do your best. If you need anything, call me on the X-Transceiver.
Cheren sure knows a lot. And you fought those Team Plasma thugs too. I've decided I'm gonna get stronger than him. You should. Do your best. Fill up the Pokédex and have my back. Got it?
The main thing about the dark grass here, ignoring the slightly stronger Pokemon, is that you can come across Venipede here. This child, I believe, is the one with the lollipop. Yep. Yeah, we'll go dog on dog.
Hi there, look at my awesome Pokemon.
Hey. Level for Lily. Helping hand, no point.
I'm not mad. My Pokemon will always be with me, even if we lose.
That's a nice attitude to have, kiddo. The nursery out there has a Dunsparce. So what I might do is I might actually wait until I know which encounters I've got in Verbank before I tackle her. Partly because of rollout. Don't know what I'm for Lily. Quickly grab this. It is a dire hit. Hola.
Big Pokemon. Young and strong come together, become very strong. And 1 plus 1 isn't 3.
Congratulations. There's no point in hitting them both, or hitting them with Growl. Lee is reasonable, but Growl is not. Ah. You finish off that wounded Sun here. And you usually. So that way we can definitely get this other sunken next time. Jacks. Go on, Fury Swipes. I don't think I do.
No one wants to receive potions and stuff. I seem really cool. That means the 2 Pokemon can attack at once.
Yes, the pledge moves. And technically the Hibernate, the Helping Hand sort of does that as well.
When we walk, Ross rustles. It's Pokemon hide and seek.
What do you know about Ordino, the Pokemon who hide in rustling glass? I wonder why Ordino give other Pokemon so many experience points.
It is something I do like about that.
Hello. Oh, you. You're with 3 Pokemon. But if you have more Pokemon, your journey should be even more fun. Here, I'll give you these. Why don't you catch more Pokemon?
Thank you for the Great Balls.
You know what they say. Cheerful company shortens the miles.
Is that what they say? But here we are in Burbank City.
Hi, it's your mum. Where are you now? Wow, Burbank City. There's a complex there, right? Have you been there yet? The way it looks at night is really quite nice. And you can also train your Pokemon there. You know, your Pokemon can do some things and you can do others. I hope you will work together and accomplish amazing things.
Well on our way. This is Burbank City, the city of falling fog and rising stars.
Roxy, don't try to stop me. I'm off to Pokestar Studios to live up to my true potential. My dream is to be a ship captain and a movie star.
Get real. You're a captain already, aren't you? If that ship doesn't move, you're going to cause lots of trouble.
Oh dear daughter, you split your time between your responsibilities as a gym leader and with your band, right? I can do that too.
You didn't win it, dense, dumb, duff, dippy, dorky, doltish doofus! Doing double duty isn't the problem. You're causing problems for people. Keeping people from getting where they're going because of sheer selfishness is unforgivable. I've had it. I'm going to the gym.
Well, first and foremost, we heal.
The more gym badges you have, the more items you can buy to shop. I didn't know that.
Listen, challenge poison type Pokemon with poison type Pokemon. And that's what Boxy told me. She plays an instrument. Pretty cool.
Oh. You challenge poison types with steel types.
I have some questions for you. If you want to play, what do you prefer? Outside or at home? I see. Then which one are you interested in? The thing everybody knows or the thing nobody knows? Oh really? So you're quite relaxed.
Let's give a save. Now I'm going to quickly pop up and fill up my water bottle and make myself a coffee. So I should be back soon-ish. I'll just shuffle down a bit so you can definitely see all that. There you go. But yeah, I will be back in a little bit. See you soon. coffee in hand, let's start talking this way. We'll do our rounds and then we'll head to the complex. If I didn't have Pokemon, all the work at the complex would make me a wreck. Let me see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of Pokeballs you can put on your belt is 6. You can take 6 Pokemon with you.
Past year was a charming wonderland, Pokestar Studios. It's a movie studio, but right now auditions are in progress. I'm having a look at the captain's acting. No unauthorized people allowed.
We'll get there soon, don't worry. Don't you, was.
I want to get to Pokestar Studios as soon as possible. I want my T Warden to be in a movie.
When a Pokemon evolves, its appearance will change and you'll get more powerful.
If you keep a Pokemon from evolving, it'll learn moves more quickly.
Well, not always. Okay, toy. Quickly, swipe it while they're not looking.
My medal's really pretty, isn't it? If you solve the hint medal riddles, you can collect more and more of them. Well, this watchshot has been with me since I was born. Its keen eye abilities helped me so many times. Roxy's band. It's getting harder to buy tickets to see their shows lately. Maybe they'll go on a world tour soon.
Well, that would cause complications for other people, would it not, Roxy? My understanding was there was an item around here, maybe there's not.
Do you know about the Battle Box? It's a convenient feature you can use on the PCs at the Pokemon Center.
It was down here instead. Oh no, this is a different thing entirely. There's the pearl.
And the floodgates.
Sheep take a city leaves from here. You can even cross these that are too rough for Pokemon to get through.
If you want the captain, he's in Pokestar Studios. His daughter Roxy is both a gym leader and a band leader, you know. Not wanting to be outdone. He said he needs to be a captain and an anchor. Oh, sorry, and an actor.
Captain and anchor. Not of news, just an anchor.
Press turn on the C gear's power. Then tap connected in the center of the C gear screen to check the tag log. Yes, then goes on. Then tap wireless. Finally tap Entralink. If you have some time, give it a try. It's amazing.
Well, it's all shut down now. Mind you, I think there were people looking to bring it all back up.
Roxy's poison is intense. It stings and stings. Oh, know what I did? I caught a Magnemite in the complex, and I was just fine. Here, I'll give you these, so go catch a Magnemite or something.
Dankeschön. There's the gym. Next door, that is.
I will become a hero and become friends with Reshiram. Reshiram is a legendary Pokemon, but I don't know it very well.
It was 2 years ago. A bunch of people who identified themselves as Team Plasma tried to control Unova under the hero who was with the legendary white Pokémon Reshiram.
Oh, are you a Pokemon trainer? My grandchild was also visiting Pokemon gyms with his Pokemon in various places and collecting badges.
Who was your grandchild?
Down here's the complex. But in here be the nursery.
My Pokemon used to be wimpy, but they've trained at the complex.
Now they're very buff.
Oh, trainer, just in case your Pokemon gets burned, please use this on the Pokemon. Because a Pokemon's HP and attack stat go down when it's burned. It'll be in a mess. The Pokemon that jumps out in battle is the Pokemon on the top left of the list. Now for a weak Pokemon on the top left. When the battle starts, switch it to a strong Pokemon. See, I know a great thing, don't I?
You can certainly help.
When you use a repel, well, Pokemon won't come out as much. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Works in Pokemon sell different items.
Children teach me so many things. They're my teachers. And Pokemon are your teachers. So what is your job exactly? Antidotes. As I said, we'll use the Verbank complex we'll use as 2 encounters, one outside, one inside.
Where fire meets steel.
X accuracy. Let's try not to make it an ordinary. What we can do. Cycle through here.
Yo, this is a good deal. Why don't you trade your Pokeball for my Great Ball?
Sure.
Yes, thanks. Enjoy your Great Ball. It's a good deal, isn't it? We can trade again tomorrow if you want.
It is a good deal. Silk scarf. Oh, that'll go on a lily. That's like the complex, as long as you don't get a Patrat or an Ordinary. This is why, Jax, you should not have killed it. That's annoying as fuck. Good timing on that. One more, please don't crit. Good. Really? There we go. Had to be fucking patch right though, didn't it? You're extremely cautious, one of them will always be in the lookout, but it won't notice a foe coming in from behind. Mark it up. Oh, let's save. Put it into the tracker, put it into the layout. Oh, at the very least it removes it as an option inside. But now we, I was going to say now we need the Magnemite. I wouldn't say we need it. It'll be a pain in the ass if we don't get it. There we go. We'll put it into the tracker. The naughty nature. I'm annoyed. The main reason I'm annoyed is because it means I miss out on one of Magnemite or Growlers. Go and heal it up and then we'll jump inside. What I want to do is I want to get that inside encounter before battling any of the trainers in there. our options inside are Growlithe, Elekid, Magnemite, and Coughing. The better option is Magnemite or Growlithe. I wouldn't necessarily mind an Elekid, but I would definitely prefer Magnemite or Growlithe. Coughing will effectively be useful for the next 2 gyms, and then that'll be it. Don't know if there's anything wrong there. This guy asks a question.
Hey there, trainer. Looks like you've got energetic Pokemon there with you. Ask a favor. I need to get the workers in this complex fired up. How about it? Help a guy out, will ya?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. There are some new workers here in the complex. I'll get those 3 raring to go.
Look to do that, but first... Okay, Growlithe. The only slight problem with Growlithe and I need to add that as a counter some. The only slight problem with Growlithe is Growlithe falls under the raw. Claws. Fuck, you've got Ember. This one actually might not have raw. Just checking. Okay, it's got... Interesting. So it's... We know it's got Ember and it just used Lead. It should have Over Sleuth, which means it'll have either Raw or Bite. I am hoping it dropped Raw. It did not. One more. So now we need to use the Pokeball. I'll use a Great Ball to make sure of it. Hopefully. Yay! That effectively sorts out the third gym, for the most part. Extremely loyal to its trainer, it will bark at those who approach the trainer unexpectedly and run them out of town. All you who've seen the anime. That at least gives us some coverage. And it is That means it's fucking drop bite though, which is annoying. That'll be forced, yep. Why do you drop the most nonsensical fucking moves? Intimidate's nice. Okay, it's quirky. Already started on the tracker, so I'll put it in there first. Jolly, Fort, Team, quirky. Change. And now for the layout. Why do you have to drop these fucking moves though? That's the problem. I would have much rather you'd have kept bite. The one I caught when I was going through on my own dropped Ember for the raw. Oh, sorry, not for the raw, for Odin Sleuth. It's like, really? I might need to shuffle some of these guys around a bit just to make the moves all look, also the names all look a bit nicer, but for now we'll keep that. Unfortunately, none of that helps for getting with that aid. So I guess a mix of Jax and Lily will have to do for defeating her. Growly at least gives us coverage, which we need. And if only we had that... If only we got that first Patrat, that would have saved us a bit of time. Well, saved us a bit of ball ache anyway. It does make Growly our first non-Unova Pokemon though, so... Regardless, so we don't have an outright... Well, I mean, nah. We've got a counter for Whirlipede in Growly. We don't have an out-and-out counter for her coughing. Firstly, actually I need to pull up the thing. Complex. So most of the Pokemon, most of the trainers in the complex use up to level 12. Oh, sorry, up to level 13 if they're solo. Let's see. Lily, I want to give you that Silk Scarf. The gym itself, the level cap is 18. Let's see, Whirlipede's 18, her coughing's 16. I think the other trainers there are 12. Actually, I want to send in Jax first. The sand attacks. I always give my best when I'm around kids and Pokemon. it has a roller, which is why I'm going Jax first. And why I want to get all these sand attacks out. It's one attack. The slight problem is the one Pokemon we've got that can do special damage is weak to roll out. 5. And that makes 6. I guess assist could maybe pull out. Now we'll growl it down. Assist could maybe get a Sember. As in, it's not just rollout, but rollout's the main issue if it really wants to go for it. There we go. So it should now be at max defense. Pursue. Didn't need that. It's not awful. But because it may go for another one. Okay. Come on, Ember. I'll take the bites if they keep flinching. Okay, only 4 defense now. Back to 5. Okay. Oh great, it's hit it now. Even at 6, at -6, it hits it for 3. Oh, good God. Okay, what's going on? That's it, 3 in a row at -6 accuracy. Four in a row at -6 accuracy. This should be 25 damage if it hits. The way the damage has been progressing. Good. What the fuck was that? There's Ember. And we get the burn, even better. That has just completely cut it down to size. Oh no, I'm not being a very good example to the kids, am I? You nearly pulled a result out of that. Every day is full of amazing new discoveries when I'm with children in Pokemon. Oh good, you found another item. Oh. Forgot it had pickup. I A, forgot it had pickup, and B, forgot I'd given it that. At the very least, Growly keeping Ember at least gives us something to deal with the Magnemite. We'll head back and heal. What I might do... I'm wondering if I... level up Marketer and Growly. Well, at least my thought was put everyone at 13 except for Snack at 14 and go from there, which could work. Like before going into battling all the trainers. I should have swapped to Growly. Maybe I should give Marketer the decent stuff. Actually surprisingly faster than that Pedo. No. You go for now, James. Damage. We've got it next turn. The Jets. Go back and heal. Yeah, running around looking forward now. I can tell you now we load roll on the levels for both Arquetta and Growly. We can alternate Pokemon too. Growl Fresh, I think it's got Helping Hand, and it's got Pound, unless it's picked up Double Slap. Like I said, this is something I do like about Gen 5, is a dedicated way of getting experience quickly. that tackle ended up doing absolutely nothing then. It does a double slap. Okay. You take 6 pairs as well. 6 to 5. You take a shit ton less. Give it a sec. One. We'll drop Bide. Two levels to mark it up. And now we have to heal. Not going through that. We can try doing it in the dark class on Route 20, which gives us slightly less stronger Ordinary to deal with. Right, the second Ordinary. Hopefully. Waiting to hear phenomenon. I thought I heard one. It must have been nothing. There we go. Level 10 now. Just going to quickly bring up the move list for now. It would still have double slap now, so it lands at 10. Case in point. Fuck off, you keep hitting it 5 times. done that twice. As long as there aren't any crits.
Special for inches. I've forgotten that aspect of pickup.
Unfortunately, it means we don't get the item.
A lily.
Boy, do these know how to piss me around. Nothing else what we need. If this sweeps through again, what we need is we need Growly to get a burn off. Still we run, as we must. Come on. Is it level 10? You get the Intimidate, which is good. But immediately won't do as much damage. Get rid of the Owen Berry. What did that say to doing more? Thank God for that crit. Level to Growly. But as much as I would like to get rid of Rawgore, has more use for me right now than Helping Hand pretty much ever will. Do a quick save to make sure we don't lose that progress or that leveling. And then, if you'll excuse me ever so briefly, I will go put my coffee mug away and get myself a beer. I'll be right back. And once again back. Here is the beer I'm having is a Stella Artois. What I might do, bookmark, oh no, I'll keep Growl. I'll keep Growly top. This. With the caveat being, if I need to switch out, I'm switching out to Snake. Because Snake might as well get his levels now. Because he's not going to be getting them in the gym. Level 11. Slight hesitation I thought was a burn. There we go. Just in time as well. Growly in theory should be able to deal with most of Berg's Pokemon. Dwebble's a slight concern on that front. But that's the only real concern. Level for Growly. And then all that's left for that particular setup is Marquetta. Jax has got a bit of work to do, admittedly, but I don't particularly mind holding off on that. We'll do Marquetta's we'll do Marquetta's outside on route 20, just to make sure there's no... we don't completely overblow it. Then we can heal up, we'll stock back up on potions. And then we can get to work on the complex. So currently we've got 3 Pokemon that know Lee, up against the one that knows Sand Attack. That's not including Marketta. Because Sneck, Lily, and Growly all know Lou. So I might drop Lee on Marketta to give us that little bit of extra aid there. That's that. Back to the Pokemon Center. Then we can focus on the trainers. More specifically the workers, but mainly the trainers. All shapes and sizes. Oops, I didn't do the stock up. Speaking of which, let's show up what you have. Because you've got heal balls and net balls. Net balls, not much use here. Oh, Castelia. First up is a youngster. He has either a Lillipup or a Trap. For the sake of either, Jax is the better option. Regardless of which one it is, Jax is the better option for Growl. Like it.
Alright, time for a Pokemon battle. Let's begin.
He's a Lillipup. Thankfully, it doesn't have lead. Notice 3 helping hand, tackle, and bite. So we're pretty safe to shut it down. Famous last words. Did 6 damage. Which means, do we go to Lily, do we go to Snack? Or we could do 5 Growls and then swap to Growly for the 6th. Yeah, you get out there, Lily. G'day, Jeffrey Lee, how are you? Did the tackle. Did you get Growls? Yep. Voltargonine or something. When we can. Well, I'll need to have a proper look at its moveset first. To see when we do that. Over to Lily.
You're way too strong.
Perks of being a seasoned trainer.
Time for some special Pokemon training in the dark tall grass.
I'm sure that'll serve you well. Are you gonna get Rock and Roller today? I don't think I can. I'm not sure where the nearest Rock and Roller is, but it's definitely not around here. I think I might be able to get a Boulder in the Relic Passage, but that will be far outside my level when I'm able to get there. It'll be something like 27, 28, 29. And I'll be going there at about 20. I'm starting to go on autopilot for the Ordino now. That'll you. Another trainer.
Oh my! Why, you have Pokedex, don't you? I heard that the newest Pokedex has an amazing function called the Habitat List.
It does indeed.
Could you use it to show me what kind of Pokemon live in this complex? Oh, you don't have the Habitat List for the complex filled up yet?
Because we haven't come across an kid yet.
Sure, I'll be your opponent, right alongside my trusty Woobat.
And Jax is out there, and Jax does not have a fucking Dark type move. He still shuts down most of Woobat's offense. It's just Gust mainly. Let's go for the Sand Attack. Stuff like that is Sleuth has a secondary effect where it cuts through like evasion moves. I'm not sure how well it works with your own accuracy getting lowered. Oh. Unfortunately, that's crit territory. Yeah, I'm gonna need to send you in, Benny. Oh, look, the Sand Attack kicked in.
It's one of my favourite places.
But yeah, like I said, I don't know when I can get Rock and Roller or anyone in that line. I didn't know there was a trade for a Gigalith around let's see. It's around Miss Stratton City, I think. Like just beyond. That's the guy that wanted a Boulder for an Emolga in the previous version will now give you a Gigalith if you trade him in a Mulga. I know about that scientist there, but I need to... I need to be able to get to him first. Oh, we also haven't run into a Magnemite. It's an Elekid. Jackson needs to get the fuck out of there. It has a low kick. Case in point. That should also... I'd forgotten about it having Swift. I was going to say that should narrow it down to using low kick against me. First low kick did what, 3 damage I think? 3 or 4 damage, so that's a 7 or 8 damage Swift. There's Thunder Shock. But we're going for paralysis with that. Still 4 damage. Fuck. There it goes. The problem is one of the workers has an Elekid and I need Snap to be able to deal with it. So we need to go back and heal. We'll always be able to get away safely because Jack should outspeed everything here. Yes, I did hear that grass rustling. That was annoying. I mean, at the very least, it's not like we took more damage because we got paralysed. There is that. Okay. Let's start heading upwards. And we can handle the rest from there. Oh, I don't know if I should. Let's spread it around a bit. Regardless, we know this can only be an ordinary. turn. And it immediately goes. Take that. Flood spin. That's fine. Still should be fine around crits. At least it was only 2. It does mean we're gonna have to go back and fucking heal again. Who do we send in? Bang. It's a slightly annoying bit. Yes, we get a lot of experience out of it, but we keep taking too much damage around these battles to be able to do what I want to be doing. Or to at least get through without having to go back and heal. Like, yes, I could be using potions, but I'd rather hang on to those. If you've got access to a Pokémon Center that you don't... A, you don't have restrictions on, and B, you don't have to go running through anything problematic to get there, then why wouldn't you use it? Certainly at this stage, I think the first Pokemon that goes by, well, gets rotated out would be Marquetta. Unless I pick up something that's infinitely better. That is an automatic replacement for something else in there. Oh no, I did have to come up here to get to that worker. But that wasn't a waste of time. Teeth. Could maybe go on to Jax. If Jackson naturally learned it anyway. Okay. Interestingly, none of the workers use whatchamacallit. None of the workers use a Magnemite. We'll open with Jax. Working at this complex was my dream. But now that it's come true, I've got everything I want. What? The foreman said so.
Okay, fine. We just have to battle, right? Which one are you? You're the night bee, okay. I want to take smog out of the equation. Case in point. I think its ability is Flame Body. The problem is, annoyingly, Growly does not have Bite. What's the other Pokemon this guy's got? Coughing. Same business. One more for good measure. So if we particularly, yeah, if we particularly want to, there we go. If we particularly want to with the coughing, we can always utilize Patrat as a Marketa. For the sand attacks, which we'll probably need to do now. So we need to get Jax out of there. Please don't burn, please don't burn. Yay! Keep a decent amount of our strength. Now you get to come in, Marketer. What we need to watch out for here was poison gas. Definitely got one more than us before we need to start thinking. Okay, another one. You hit that, of course you did. We have to swap here. If it crit and then got the poison, Marketer was done. Good, I missed there. Any chance you can get a burn off? Really hit 2 poison gases at -4 accuracy?
entirely matter. Level the marketer. This is what it means to face reality. Can be. I think that this complex in my Pokemon could accomplish a lot. That means that as a trainer I have to work like crazy. Then you'd best get to it. Go back and heal. Considering we're healing a burn and 2 poisons, I don't think you can really complain. I'm sure someone will. Or someone will find a reason to complain. But then they would have probably complained no matter what. Let's couple of those off. I have remembered where that other youngster is now. And interestingly, with Marketo we actually have a setup to deal with that Pattrap. No problem. Okay, we've dealt with the one with the Magpies, so you either open with the Riolu or you open with the Pattrap. And I believe you open with the Pattrap. I would still look to open with Jax. I'm happy just to be with my awesome Pokemon. What? Battle? I guess so. I'll play a bit. Bow it down. Out of line. It's only outright damaging move is Bite. It does have Bite. And Protect and Leap. That's 4. While we're at -2. Five. And there's a 6. And now we swap. Especially at -3. To be fair, I don't think we need to do all 6, but good timing on the switch. Well, I could start dealing damage and then just go for the... and then detect through the bide. We might as well just hit a sand attack instead. Thank you for the crit. Over to Jacks. The Elekid will just go straight through the Snack. And if we need to switch out, we switch out to Growl. Still dealing with 7. It'll be 7 to 8 on that Swift. We can live a crit. Over the Snack. I'm losing, but I feel sorry for my Pokemon. I completely forgot. If I don't work really hard, my Pokemon won't have a chance to shine. All right, time to get to work. What would be best? And let's go heal again. There are only 2 more trainers around in the complex. Ahoy hoy. To Walker. I am somewhat inclined to do this. That'd be right. Good timing on the sand attack. We'll get it to -6 and then we'll swap through the snack. One more. Let's get going, Snap. One level away from getting Leaf Tornado. One more chain of Lee. Fine, but one quick. I won't bet. Not enough to get levels on either of them, but enough to push it higher, or get them close anyway. There's the youngster who has the trap. Move step for that trap. Bite, detect, and attack. Oh yeah. That's effectively made for jacks. Bye.
I'm gonna get a lot stronger so I can impress Roxy.
Oh yeah, but no. Let's say, I know what I'm meaning to say, but I'm not gonna say it. Release its energy next turn, so we'll hit a scratch. One detect. Sure. Another bite. I think it's on -5 attack now. As it protected against one of them. crit. Nice. This won't matter if we hit. Oh, come on. Thank you.
Can't be true. I want to get a lot stronger so I can impress Roxy.
Just so you can impress Roxy? In what way do you want to impress Roxy? Okay. Actually, I haven't checked if we've gotten an item yet or not. Nope. Still no item from Lily beyond that initial. Get. Yeet.
Well, every day is the same. I get bored when things don't change, so I don't mind battling.
I don't know. Doesn't have a fighting type move. Jax is there to growl it down, and then we'll swap into Growly to get around the counter. Two. Three. Four. That made it worth a counter. Number 5. That's fine. And then we swap to Growly to get the 6th off with Intimidate. Still 2 damage. Of course we get a crit. Two crits. And the Jax. Pursuit. Or drop assist. Hmm. Let's go Snake. If we need it, we can still spot the Growly and get the Intimidate off. And that should finish it. Then with a snack. Leaf Tornado while drop lead. Speaking of which, it's been quite some time since a Pokemon battle. Okay, if every day's the same when I'm working at this complex, it means there aren't any problems. I'll swap Jax out for Growly. There. I hope is to encounter not another Growlithe. I hope is to encounter a Magnemite. So we can chalk that off. Let's go here. Hey, you did it, didn't you? This is a token of my thanks. Rock Smash. Complex is lively because everyone is so fired up and ready to go. Oh, indeed. Save. I'll be right back, I just need to quickly do something. And I'm back. Patrat is a good evolved Watchog, right? It does evolve in a Watchog, yes. Watchogs... Well, are they the main... Watchog's a bit of an interesting case. Watchog has generally a relatively alright balance between attack and special attack, so you can get away with a variety of moves on it. A certain amount of the appeal early on Watchog is... Yeah, Watchog. A certain amount of the appeal for Watchog is... It's an early way of getting a sleeper and a way of cutting down HP without knocking him out, because it gets Super Fang and Hypnosis. So yeah, there are certainly there are certainly ways to utilize Watchog. Specifically here we're looking for Magnemite. Not for the battle, just to... Oh, sorry, not to catch it, but just to encounter it. Now if it shows up shiny... Apparently the Magnemite are feeling shy today. So I wasn't sure if that grass rustling was me moving around in it or coming up on its own. Oh, of course not. Pretty much try and find the Magnemite, and then that'll probably be me done for today. Well, once we show it to the lady. Hello, kid. Everything but... Come on. Jesus. We're really doing this, are we? Maybe I should look for it within the complex. But I get the feeling I'm going to run into much the same luck. Good God. decided we're going back inside. Oh, I'm out. Oh no, of course we just find a coughing before then. That's it, and as I said, everything but. There we go. Now we could run, but I'll knock it out for good measure. Gonna feed me this BS. You can have the good nature to die. Oh, fuck me. Right. Oh yeah, of course we miss it. Two in a row? Well, now it doesn't particularly matter. Gonna go. Stop at Jax because Jax is the fastest, so I can run away from anything that we come across. Like this. And now we show her. So we get some more Great Balls. And technically there's still the scientists to do, but I might wait on that until after I've wrapped up the gym battle, which will happen next time, as my dinner is ready and waiting. And has been while I've been trying to get this Magnemite to show up. But yeah, so it's effectively, well, outside of that scientist, that's everything we needed to do in the complex. So when we come back, we can start taking on the Verbank gym. At the very least, deal with the two trainers that Roxy has in her band before we assess where we're at with our level. We may need to do a little bit more fighting, or I don't know. Or maybe we don't. We'll see how we go. But yeah, until next time guys, thanks for tuning in live if you did, or if you're watching on playback, thanks for watching. As always, I've been Lady2, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. If you want to find me elsewhere, the links are all in the description below. And I will see you all next time. Bye guys.